Yes, I'm Cat Life Dixon. I'm the Drama Life Prison Wife. I'm the legally blind artist that is rapping and painting for justice. Hoping. Because you got to hold your breath for justice. To see justice before it all fades to bleak. Yes, hiss your girl Cadillac. Anyways, guys, I'm coming through today, May the 7th, 2025. Anyways, just got a short video. Yesterday, I got a call from Marcello. You know, I am the OG prison wife. I have been a prison wife. Well, I've been a wife to a man that has been wrongfully incarcerated for the last 23 years. Um, and I have been tirelessly fighting to put my family back together again. So I'm fighting a losing battle. Girl, I'm rethinking so much of this. If only Back to the Future was for real. Well, I would go back to the past instead of the future. Girl, if this what the present look like, what the heck you think the future look like? But I would go back to the past if I could change the past. If only, um, I wouldn't have never held my breath for justice because now I see. I had lyrics from that. I used to think that justice really exists. Now I see that it exists only for the rich. Yes, justice is only for the rich, allegedly. But I received a call from Marcello, and he was excited about loved ones sending their loved ones incarcerated information about a bill. And I just made a video a couple weeks ago. We read this long behind bill of Florida going from 85% time served, which is way more than majority of the states in the United States. You just have to do more time here in Florida. They give out more time. The laws are stricter, and they sentence you whether you're innocent or guilty. Like in case in point with my husband. So even if you're innocent, you going to jail and you going for 85% of that time, allegedly. So when they send these, and every year, like I said in that video, it is talk, it's like rumors that, oh, they passed this, they passed that. And I, I'm not pessimistic. I'm just very wise, and I can see past a lot of the smoke and mirrors, like for real. But people will call it, they'll label it negative. I don't want to shatter nobody's hope, but when Marcello called me with this in the first place, I was like, yeah, I don't think so, but I'll look it up. And I look it up, I read it. From all that I read, it sounded like it wasn't trying to give us no reform, no way, because they were trying to reclassify all this stuff as higher levels and then figure the 72% off of it. But everyone kept saying it was passed. It was passed. It was passed. And I'm like, Marcello, how, number one, how these loved ones read all that, all those 40 pages? Second, how did they understand it? Because it was quite difficult to understand because it was too much going back and forth. It was too many components to it. And then, how are they saying it's passed? Like, so he calls yesterday and he's like, someone got an email and he wanted me to look it up because they're saying it's passed. And I'm like, Marcello. And I mean, you're stuck because it's almost like Like, how do you tell an innocent man to stop holding out for hope that he's going to come home? I mean, in a actual, not even a perfect world, but if the world was the way that they claim it is, we could do that. But this world is directly inverted. It's like that Pastor Troy song. If heaven was hell and vice versa, if I told you go to heaven, would you say I cursed you? Everything is vice versa. Right is wrong, wrong is right. Good is bad, bad is good. Everything, just is unjust, injustice is justice. Innocent is incarcerated. Guilty, let free. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. And it rhymed and I wasn't even trying, girl. But I don't never want to dash his hope. So I'm going to look into it. But I knew deep down in my heart of hearts, they wasn't finna do nothing. This is why I even stopped advocating with the group I used to advocate with for all this criminal justice reform, because year after year come back and it's nothing. They won't even do the slightest thing in criminal justice reform when the whole system is completely messed up. It's ridiculous. It's not working. It's not just. It's not fair. It's tearing up homes. It's doing so much stuff, but they don't want to fix it because actually this is the way they want this stuff to work. And I really wish I knew this as a 20-year-old that was willing to fight for justice. I wish I knew it wasn't obtainable. I could have saved so much of my life. So much of my life. And now I'm vested. And now it's even harder to let it go. Because it's been a part of my life for over 20, 23, 24 years. So he asked me to look up the bill. And as I began to say what I just said, that I don't think they gonna pass nothing. Basically trying to tell them that just be careful getting your hopes all up. And as I look it up, I Google it. This is what I found about House Bill 183. Florida going from 85% to 72% with education, meaning they had to pass classes, they had to, which is better. It's better for you, society, for this to have passed. See, y'all think it's for the criminal, and that's why you don't support any of it. But it's better for you, for those that have been rightfully or wrongfully imprisoned for decades upon decades, to be rehabilitated, educated, which equals education, able to get out and be a viable part of society so that they don't come back and re-offend. Keeping the cycle of crime perpetuating, allegedly. But it says indefinitely postponed and withdrawn from consideration. Withdrawn from consideration. This was on May the 3rd. So they did all that to get people thinking they were going to do. I told March, okay, let me read this part first. This means It did not pass, and it's no longer considered by legislation. And I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I said Marcello, because I hate to see him get his hopes up like this and then study dashed. I already deal with this on a daily basis, getting my hopes up, thinking, oh, Project Reach the World gonna take off one day. Oh, I'm gonna get enough support to finally push this story to the forefront. Oh, and then every day is dashed. I don't never get not enough to move the needle at all. Not a little bit, not just a little traction. If I can get a little traction that leads, it escalates, it escalates. And once it's broken in the public, others join your fight. I can't fight this on my own. You can't fight this system on your own. Me and Marcello together can't fight this system on our own. Uh, if I have 5 supporters, which I have about a good 5 supporters, I'm actually going to write down all the people that have supported me from day one. And I almost don't want to do that because I might miss somebody, but it has been a lot of people supporting me, but it's not enough to move this injustice system. But I had to tell Marcello, and I hate to say this. I said, Marcello, Florida is not trying to do any type of reform. And most likely you would have been home well before any reform comes. Because Marcello has about another decade or so of his wrongful conviction to complete. So when I say in my intro, hoping, because you got to hold your breath for justice, it really ain't even no point in holding your breath for justice. You will delete trying to hold your breath for justice because it doesn't come. Lauryn Hill said that. Justice comes slow or not at all. Like, and then when you say these things, being cut and dry and honest, you're called negative. No, I'm just a realist. And I see things for what they are. I wish I had that clear of vision when I was younger. I may not have never spent 20 something years of my freaking life. If y'all could see this lake I'm parked in front of, it's like pouring everything I got out into that lake, just pouring it down a drain. All my energy, my time, my ability, my youth spent fighting for something I am no closer to. I'm no closer to justice. The only reason me and my husband are closer to reuniting is because his wrongful 40-year sentence is almost served. 85% is almost served. All right, guys. It's your girl Cadillac. Yeah, I guess that was a rant.